Well, hello there. I am getting ready for the birth of my third child. The first son, but third child, and I'm realizing how much you forget each step of the way. Each child, you forget a lot, which actually is good in a lot of ways. It's forcing me and my wife to remember and relearn a lot that we have learned along the way. But one of the things that we are relearning, that I am relearning, is this idea of trusting to God what I cannot control. Gaining peace from Him to let go of the things I can't control. I remember our first child waiting just to get to that 12-week mark, so everything would be fine with the baby and the checkups, and we finally got to the end of the first trimester, and that worry didn't go away. Everything was fine, but I expected that worry, that trouble inside, to be gone. But it didn't. It just shifted to the next season, the next stage, something else to worry about. And I remember realizing at that moment, as a parent, I can continue this trend and habit of worrying about when they're born and when they start to walk and when they start to go to school and be by themselves and be with friends and watch TV and go to movies and have internet challenges. Or I can stop and I can entrust to God with the things I can't control. And I remember in that moment thinking, I've got to just release it to Him. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy with worry and stress in this life. And our devotional today comes from the book of John, chapter 14. Right at a time where Jesus is preparing to leave the earth and return to heaven, and His followers, as they have been used to having Him there, and they're now thinking, well, Jesus, what about this? And what about when they say this or when this happens? And He's saying, hey, you know what? Hey, time out. I'm going to leave, but you know what? I'm going to send my helper here. I'm going to send the Holy Spirit, and He's going to be with you. And let me encourage you with this. In John chapter 14, verse 27, He says this: "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." You see, it was common in those days to say, peace be with you, shalom, and may God be with you, sort of as you left, sort of as this ordinary, everyday departure greeting that really didn't have any substantial meaning behind it. It was almost as if, may you have peace by avoiding trouble. But Jesus says, I give my peace, not the way the world gives peace, but because my peace comes from the Prince of Peace. My peace will give you true peace amidst the troubles. And so when you encounter all these things, may you be encouraged as the disciples of Jesus were encouraged. You may encounter troubles. Those won't go away. There's always something new to keep you down. But today, may we have true peace, true shalom that comes amidst the troubles. And may we be encouraged that we should give them to Him and trust God with the things we can't control.